All right, I think we're good to go. What's going on? My name is Brando Linick, and in this video, I want to share with you guys actually how to start a business. I'm going to be doing something a little bit different though. I'm going to talk about painting as a hobby and passion, and if you like drinking wine as well. Some people like to call it painting and sipping, whatever you prefer to call it. If this is something that you're passionate about, you enjoy to paint, all right, and you enjoy drinking wine, the best tip I can give you now, like I said, this is going to be a little bit different. A lot of people have their own approaches. Some people do franchising with this. There's a lot of different franchises out there, but this is going to be a little bit out of the box, all right, because if this is something you're passionate about, you're enthusiastic about being an artist, and you also like drinking wine, all right, maybe even eating cheese, then I would encourage you leverage technology. Learn to leverage the internet and build a business through technology. And it's not the only way to go, but if you hear me out here for a minute, my experience with this goes back 2 years ago when I transitioned from a traditional brick and mortar business where I had supplies, equipment, outsourced employees, paying them more sometimes than I was getting paid, and I was dealing with that late nights frustration on top of working a 40 to 50 hour week job as a baker in a restaurant. So that's what I was doing 2 years ago, and I transitioned from that because I came across a person who was building a multiple six-figure income business on the internet, which is obviously not average or typical. And to be honest with you, when I say I came across a person, it didn't happen overnight. I didn't magically, find this individual on Google, my first search, or YouTube, my first video. It never happened that way. It took me 4 months actually to find this person and get in contact with them after like late nights frustration and aggravation. It was just ridiculous. Maybe some of you can relate when you're trying to find something, you're trying to learn something, and you're doing everything it takes to try and learn that one thing or find out what that one thing is about. That's what I was doing, and it was really frustrating, as some of you can tell, because you've been there before. I know you can relate. So that's where I was at. Came across this individual. They're building a business and an income on their laptop computer, and they had learned how to do this from a person who is an artist. They had learned how to do this from a person who is an artist. They were a painter, and they were building their business and income on the internet, not as an artist, but just building up an income to do what they're passionate about. And because this other person who I had met, their passion was traveling, they were able to build a business and an income on the internet and travel. So they were able to pick up their laptop computer and travel on the internet. My hat is falling off. It's winter time up here in Canada. So sidetracked, but because they were able to do that, they were able to build a business around what they were passionate about. It was very attractive to me. They weren't doing meetings with people. They weren't pitching people or chasing friends and family. Not saying that there's anything wrong with that. It does work. People do make lots of money that way. And traditional and franchise businesses, they do work. But because they had that lucrativeness and flexibility operating online, I began to model them. And it took me 3 months, guys, from going and working a 40 to 50 hour week job in a restaurant, working a traditional business on the side of that, to creating part-time, a full-time income business on the internet, and quitting my job and putting off my traditional business. And I haven't looked back since. And now I have the time to spend with my family. I have the time to do what I want when I want. I don't have to be secluded to one area. I don't have to be tied down to an area. I can go to some other area, and I can still build and maintain a business. And it's not here to tell you you're going to be able to do the same, all right? But if you want an idea on how to be your own boss, how to create your own income, you want an idea on how to be an artist and do what you're passionate about, or drink wine and do wine testing and do that as a passion, and not as a bad passion of getting drunk, but as just a passion and hobby, and you want to build a business around that, have a life at the same time, and I would encourage you to do is learn how to build a business through the internet. Learn to leverage technology. It's by far one of the best things that you could do. So that's just my tip. That's my overview, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as they put it together for you. If you have any questions or comments, you can put them down below. If you'd like to learn more information about building a business and income through the internet, if you're coachable, you're trainable, you're willing to learn some things, you want to do this to do what you're passionate about, whether that's being an artist in painting, whether it's eating cheese, whether it's sipping wine, okay? If you've got a passion and hobby, you want to learn to leverage the internet to do that, to quit your job, spend more time with your family, connect with me on my site. If you're serious, you're open-minded, it's 123marketingtips.com. The link will be down below in the description, and I'll see you guys on the beach of the world. Take care.